Hello, everybody, and welcome back onto the EIF network. It has been a little while, hasn't it? It's been over a week to be exact. I don't have the actual day count, but I'm sure I could do it in my head if I actually cared. Too bad I don't. But I do care about the fact that we were not able to stream last week, and so I do want to apologize to you guys for that. And you, as the viewers, who I know combined with both EIF superstars as well as just fans of the product and of what we do, and we sincerely appreciate your viewership. So we want to give you guys a brief update here. And yes, if you read the title right, this is going to be an episode of Superstardom, and we're going to get some matches for you. Going to have a couple matches for you here tonight, but we're even going into overtime for our show to do this. So I just wanted to let you guys know that one of the big things that has been going on is I've been having a lot of internet issues. I moved back to college a month ago, and initially there weren't any problems for the first couple of weeks, but those of you that were tuned in for X2, or if you had the opportunity to look back and catch X2 either on EIF Archive on YouTube or on the past broadcast section on Twitch, it was not the best event for a number of reasons. Sure, the matches didn't really live up to some of the hypes, but there were a lot of problems, and it was more so, I think, the internet than it was the superstars. I believe this is a problem on my end. Since it's been kind of mixed, I've had some matches with really good connection. I've had some matches with the still bad connection. So I'm going to be completely honest in saying that even these two matches that we plan to stream for you tonight are still going to fall into that 50-50 category. I don't know that the connection's going to be any better. We do believe that a likely cause for it, or at least a big part of it, could be the fact that we are towards the end of WWE 2K16. For those of our viewers, Superstars fans that have been around the EIF network for a longer period of time than others, many of you may know that last year on 2K15, our final pay-per-view of the year just ended up getting canceled because the connection was so bad. Now, granted, 2K15 never really was a great game to begin with, given the quality in that. But Fight the Fate, which at the time was scheduled for 2K15 to be the last pay-per-view in 15, I think we ended up doing like one match, and then we had to cancel the rest of it. So I'm sincerely hoping that's not going to happen with Bonafide Fights, which is our last pay-per-view scheduled for 2K16 this Saturday. More on that in a little bit here. But I just want to remind you guys to just make sure you're keeping up to date with our Twitter, making sure that things like that you are in the loop about, because that's going to be where we're leaking all of our news. And just again, another apology on my end. I do hope that 2K17's connection will be better. If it ultimately is completely on my shoulders, I'm going to do the best within my ability to prevent anything from getting any worse. For those of you, like I said, I'm back at college. I am in a dorm setting. It is, for a large part, out of my control, to be completely honest, but I'm still going to do what I can. So we're going to hope, though, that tonight's matches are good. We're going to obviously hope that we can get through the rest of the week and get on to 17 guns blazing. But tonight is the final episode of Superstardom on WWE 2K16 before we transfer over to 17. It is Superstardom episode number 310, and we're going to get to see a rematch from what we saw on ED. You may not have saw it, but it was in the books in EIF. Aaron and NBC, it was actually a triple threat, and 2/3 of those components in that match were a part of the end result. That was Aaron pinning NBC Master B, the former United States champion, who tonight on Superstardom, his preferred brand, is going to look to beat Aaron, a future Hall of Famer who has a big match in front of him this Saturday. As we are getting set, the match is going to be made just within a couple of seconds here. Ratluck will be watching, and then he will be a part of what is a big main event, possibly a historic one. As the match is up, please go ahead and join for Ratluck, Master B, and Aaron, who, for the first time in his career, and firsts in a career like Aaron's, which spans over 4 years, are far and few between at this point. There's only so much you can do in a league, as some would say. Aaron's had well over 300 matches in this league, and he will have another match on his record this Saturday. But for the first time ever It will be Aaron going one-on-one with Ratluck under extreme distortion settings, under extreme rules. That is something that in both Aaron's 4+ year career and Ratluck's 6-year career have never happened under extreme distortion. That is something that is, again, a first ever. Very excited about that first ever, and it's going to be aired live, Bonafide Fights this Saturday, while Master B will have an opportunity to get quite the upgrade from a U.S. title rematch to a Superstardom Championship triple threat, and you never know, it could be his brother in that match with him, because Master B earlier this evening prior to the start of Superstardom was confirmed that he will face DZ in a one-on-one at Bonafide Fights. If DZ wins, DZ will get a one-on-one for the Superstardom title at Fight the Fate, where he will pick the stipulation. But if he does not win, Master B will make that Superstardom Championship match a triple threat match. And so I'll get in the ring first. Ratluck seems to have no idea what he's doing, and we will wait. But we're talking about Ratluck, we're talking about Aaron, we're talking about NBC Master B and his brother. Well, coming up next, following this, a big main event. Non-title is what it's going to be scheduled under, but that does not mean that it will not end up being for a title, because Ratluck, Mr. Money in the Bank, will go one-on-one with the undisputed Superstardom champion, NBC Master, just days before his scheduled defense. NBC already doesn't know whether he's going to be facing off against either Jetstar or Greedy, because those two will have a one-on-one at Bonafide Fights to determine who faces NBC. But now he doesn't even know if he's going to be able to be the champion. He doesn't even know if he's going to have a match that night, because Ratluck throws a huge wrench into those plans. But for now, these two matches are confirmed. Aaron will be in a match. NBC Master B will be in a match at Bonafide Fights. But tonight, they face each other. Gentlemen, ding, ding, ding. And the match starts out with a clothesline from Aaron, followed up with a right hand, but Master B reversing with a forearm. Now Aaron reverses. Aaron and Master B continue to go back and forth. Couple rights. Left from Aaron. Technical turmoil going on between these two here. And Aaron has to remember, though, he can lose this reversal battle, because this is an example of where that reversal advantage is key for Master B. And right there it is. Both men out of reversals from 5 and 4 to 0, but because Master B holds the advantage, he's able to take the offense now, and he's going to be able to get a couple of free shots in, or so I thought. Aaron uses his first of 3 ring escapes. Master B, a former 2-time United States champion. Aaron, many more accolades, including winning both undisputed championships, along with a number of mid-card title reigns. U.S. title as well, which he held earlier this year. In fact, walked in and out with it at EIF WrestleMania 9 back in March. A dominating triple threat performance then. Aaron has been a polarizing character during his 4+ year tenure here in EIF. Saw a number of his buddies who he's grown with throughout his EIF career inducted into the Hall of Fame this past year. Many wondering if Aaron's name will get the call to the Hall in 2017 on the eve of WrestleMania 10. Still waiting on the confirmed date for that, and many other pay-per-views throughout the EIF WWE 2K17 lineup. We can't stress that enough for you viewers at home. Remember, this is not the end of EIF. I promise you that is a long, long time away. We are merely taking a break. We have 2 breaks per year. We take it in between games, and we take it at Christmas, which is nice for our superstars, because these guys, I can tell you, Master B and Aaron especially, amongst others, work their tail off year-round. To a lot of people, it is a video game. I get that, but there is a lot of work put into the game, and I think that sometimes goes unrecognized. The superstars that are putting that work in. Aaron has done a tremendous job with the communications portion of our chat board. Obviously, he cannot right now because he's in action, but Aaron's done a lot of that this year. He earned himself a workers draft pick. Still available, by the way, Superstardom draft picks for 2K17's first half. But again, these guys get a couple of weeks off, and then they'll be back on for probably 2 months, and then another nice break, which, again, gives everybody some time to enjoy themselves and kind of rest and recuperate, because after that, after Christmas, and we come back in January, it's a non-stop marathon until October again. Big clothesline connecting from Aaron on to Master B. Two guys with 4 and 5 reversals, but it looks like they're going to keep battling between 1 and 0. Suplex connects for the veteran superstar Aaron. Chinlock applied to Master B, and as I said, Aaron pinned Master B last week, but it's noted that it was a triple threat match. Master B certainly wants the opportunity to say that he can beat Aaron, and he wants to do it in a one-on-one setting. Aaron, of course, would love to get more validation for that win last week with a one-on-one win here tonight. Aaron with a right hand, people's hands. And, of course, Aaron preparing for his big ED Extreme Rules match with Ratluck for the first time ever this Saturday at Bonafide Fights. Tonight is Aaron's final match as The Rock for EIF here on WWE 2K16. It's a character that helped Aaron reach the pinnacle of superstardom earlier in the summer as the undisputed superstardom champion. I mentioned that earlier as he stomps on the back of Master B. B trying to get up. Aaron going to bring him to his feet and instead get an elbow to the ribs. Running elbow, reverse. Aaron, float over, DDT. This is going to be that one reversal advantage that Master B has, but you have to factor in the experience advantage of Aaron. Aaron, as we mentioned, 4+ years. In fact, 4.5 years to date. He debuted in March of 2012, so being that it is September of 2016, that is 4.5 years exactly. Master B, on the other hand, been in EIF for only half a year, so the experience heavily favors Aaron. Over 300 matches in his EIF career. Master B under 50. Now Aaron with a slower, more methodical pace to his game. Remember, Master B using Daniel Bryan here. That's a fast-paced character, as you can see evident by that fast and furious dropkick into the back of Aaron, who now uses the ropes to try and get to his feet. Master B will insist on helping him and then bringing him back down with that reverse hanging DDT. Don't forget, still to come, main event, Master B's older brother, MBC, the face of superstardom in EIF, going in non-title action. Slurring on my speech. It's been over a week since we've been on here, but non-title action with Mr. Money in the Bank Ratluck, the final superstardom match on the Superstardom episodic show for 2K16. Brock Lesnar and Chris Jericho. And may I remind you viewers watching at home that at SummerSlam, August 13th, yes, NBC Master is probably the most recognized superstar in EIF for that EIF edition of SummerSlam because of a miraculous winning the championship in a 3 stages of hell and then defending it immediately after against Greedy. But before that happened, earlier in the night, Ratluck won the Money in the Bank ladder match. And in the Universal Money in the Bank ladder match that we've had featured at both earlier this year at WrestleMania and SummerSlam, what that means, people, is that at any time, anywhere, any place, the person that holds the Money in the Bank can cash in on either championship. That's important because prior to this year, that was not the case. You had a Money in the Bank that was brand specific. Ratluck has the ultimate luxury of picking the pocket of either world champion. His good friend Hybrid Maniac is the ED champion as a rock bottom may signal the end of this match. 1, 2, Aaron looking to knock off Master B again. And Master B getting the shoulder up. Back to the match that we were talking about, our main event soon to come, though. Ratluck, Mr. Money in the Bank. And basically what that means, guys, is if Ratluck's dominating NBC tonight, if Ratluck feels that he is going to take it to NBC and that there's nothing to be concerned about, Ratluck might as well cash in. Ratluck could end up technically being about to hit a finisher, cash in, hit a code breaker, hit a lion tamer, tap NBC out, pin NBC, and win the championship. And of course, here is that lag rearing its ugly head. As we said, it was good up until this point. Certainly hope that it will go away as Spinebuster connects for Aaron. Aaron low on stamina, though. So kind of going back to what I was saying to the viewers at home prior to this match starting, it's a hit or a miss, guys. It really is right now, and it's shitty that it's that way. But you know, can't really do anything about it. That's a manual leverage pin, so Aaron will not be allowed to pin off of that. And that is a free, or yeah, I'm sorry, a free taunt, yes. Aaron, just back up if you can. I know it's really bad, guys. Yeah, I mean, hopefully it gets better. It normally at some point here, ding, ding, ding. Normally at some point, because it just gets so awful, it does something where it just like either remains delayed, but at least speeds up the in-ring actions. But either way, Aaron with the upper hand, NBC Master rolling, Master B, I should say, rolling underneath the foot of Aaron, and now in a lag fest. Well, we've seen his older brother do this. He has no problem with winning at any means necessary, and here he goes, putting on the S-lock. Aaron near the ropes, and he gets a hold of him. Had it not been for the position of the ring, given the lag, I think Aaron might have been forced into submission. And whether he would have won or not, NBC Master B taking a page out of his brother's book, because NBC has been known, especially at X2, was very evident that he was willing to win at any means necessary. Hybrid, it's probably me, dude. It just, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, me too. Yeah. Master B with a running elbow over the chest of Aaron. And if they're, and you know, I will say this, obviously both these guys want to win, momentum headed into bona fide fights, but if it doesn't happen that way for one of them, remember this match, especially when lag is present, typically the credibility of it is kind of diminished rather. So, you know, if Aaron is to lose this match off that running knee as Master B connects, Master B is still going to be given credit for the win. But again, the overall credibility of the match understandably going to be taken away just given the lag. So that's probably what we're about to see here. Master B with the leg hooked. Count in slow motion. You can see on the right side, Aaron's not going to have a chance to kick out here. And so the match was excellent for the first half and just horrid in the second half. So certainly hope that is not going to be a factor in our main event coming up next. But again, guys, as we said, if you're just now tuning in at the top of the broadcast, I'm having a lot of internet issues right now going back to X2. I'm sincerely hoping that they will be fixed. I do believe that we are on an older game that is being kind of ousted. I do want to just say it is worth mentioning, I think, that when we did X2, that was the same day that people got early access to NBA 2K17, which has since been released to everybody that following Tuesday last week. So being that it is a part of 2K and that basketball is their main thing, I do believe that might be affecting the server for WWE 2K16, not to mention they're in preparation for launching 17 for the WWE 2K series. So I think that is going to be a factor, but I'm not going to deny it, sugarcoat it, and say that my connection has nothing to do with it. I'm sure it does, but we're going to hope for the best. So we get set for our main event here. We ask the people in the party to make sure they aren't inviting anybody, only for the fact of connection, anything that we can possibly assist the connection in, we'll take.
Do you watch on your computer or do you watch on your phone?
I watch on my phone.
Make sure you close the app then on your phone, because it can still be running in the background, and that might cause...
Here, I'll do this all in paper. I'll close all my apps and I'll turn my phone off. Completely off.
Well, I mean, you don't have to go
Okay, do you want to have somebody watch, or do you guys want to just have it a triple threat with me targeting?
I mean, I'm fine either way.
I'll go watch him.
All right, Hybrid will watch. So, all right, guys, it is time for our main event.
Good luck, you guys. I'm gonna head out to party.
Presented by Dial Up. Dial Up Internet. It's what Carney has. Maybe you should too. All right.
Net zero.
All right, I made the match. And so we talked a lot about Ratluck and Aaron having a first ever. It could possibly be delayed if Ratluck elects to become a world champion instead. Now, of course, as we await Hybrid to join the match that has been made, which he is in here, just some clarification on the rules of the Money in the Bank cash-in. Ratluck cannot go into pinfall and cash in. He cannot be in the submission and cash in. As Ratluck cashes in, he must complete the sentence, "I'm cashing in," prior to hitting a finisher, assuming that that would be what he would going for. So he can say, "I'm cashing in," followed by attempting to hit the code breaker. "I'm cashing in," followed by attempting to hit the Lion's Hammer. But he cannot do it in the mid-action of the move. He cannot do it after the completion of the move or during the pinfall or attempted submission of the move. So Ratluck does have to allow the champion, I should say in this case, he would have to allow him at least the opportunity to reverse the finishing move. However, Ratluck, the bell will ring if if MBC is on the ground. So Ratluck can start with the offense in that. So either way, though, guys, we will not be doing in-ring introductions for this because this is not sanctioned currently as a championship match. We hope for the best connection possible here. We understand you viewers want it. We do too. These superstars do. Obviously, this could be a big match, but either way, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final match on the show, the regular weekly show of Superstardom for EIF here on WWE 2K16. Superstardom will return with episode number 311 in October on WWE 2K17. But it's the 310 main event, non-title right now. The Superstardom champion, NBC Master, the Mr. Money in the Bank, Ratluck. Good luck to both of you guys. Ding, ding, ding. And NBC starting this off with making Ratluck think he was going to hit an enziguri, but then NBC has a targeting hiccup. Ratluck with a neck breaker. NBC will await the winner, assuming that he walks out of tonight as champion. He will await the winner of the Jetstar and Greedy matchup. Jetstar will go one-on-one with Greedy, two men that, along with NBC, have been carrying the Superstardom division on their shoulders the last couple of months. It's been resulting in some very exciting matchups, one-on-ones between NBC and Jet, NBC and Greedy, triple threat between the three of those guys at September to Remember. That was very entertaining. As NBC taking Ratluck to school right now. He would. He would be waiting. So Ratluck, question from Hybrid Maniac, is Ratluck did use I believe that was a reversal. So a reversal for Ratluck, so nothing against the three-ring escape rules. Ratluck once again rolling to the outside, and that time it was a ring escape. NBC comfortably in Green Bar City right now, which it is early, but NBC leads the league in WWE 2K16. With green bars, Ratluck can lose this match by disqualification with a swing of a bat. So he's going to have to be careful. Referee trying to warn him to put that weapon down. Ratluck doesn't give a shit about them. I always say this. What the hell is the ref going to do? Although the Ratluck does have a bad history with referees. That's neither here nor there, I guess. But NBC was able to get Ratluck in the ring. Ratluck bringing the bat with him, but to no avail in terms of execution. NBC going for the stomp. Ratluck with a kick to the midsection. NBC reverses. And a big clothesline. Ratluck able to avoid that. Backbreaker connects, and similar to what we saw with Master B and Aaron, is an experience factor heavily in favor for Ratluck. Ratluck, 6-year veteran of EIF, a 2016 Hall of Fame inductee. NBC Master this past summer just celebrating over a year. In fact, I believe this would be a year and 2 months coming up in October. A year or two or a year and 3 months since NBC's arrival in EIF, and it's only resulted in a U.S. title reign and 3 undisputed Superstar Championship reigns, including the current one that he's on. So a very impressive NBC and a very dominant force is the Superstar Champion. The face of Superstardom, NBC in a match of the year contentions with James Arkoffel and DZ back at May 22nd. It was Superstars Reborn, and it was when NBC won his first of 3 undisputed Superstar Championship reigns inside Hell in a Cell. He won his 3rd and most recent also inside that unforgiving structure. As NBC now going off the rope. Oh! Axe handle got close. NBC, just be careful with the stall. Oh, I mean, honestly, I don't know, because that was last year. I'm like not trying to play. I'm not trying to. Right now, NBC double arm underhook suplex connects to Ratluck. Another variation of suplex from the Nightmare of Suplex City, the cover athlete for WWE 2K17, a character in which once again NBC will represent. Ratluck also had a draft pick, and Ratluck chose not to go the route of Y2J. In fact, his friend Hybrid Maniac took that. Ratluck chose to be the phenomenal one. He will, in fact, be the first EIF superstar in the league's history to, on Superstardom, represent the phenomenal AJ Styles. You may be scratching your head at that one. Yes, we all know Tyron Hunt uses a very shitty version of AJ Styles. That is on ED. NBC Master once again, comfortably in the advantage right now. Ratluck trying to play it cautious with his reversals. And I thought NBC was thinking for a signature. Ratluck was going to let him do it either way. Ratluck was not going to let that second reversal escape his clutches. NBC with a stomp. Waits a little bit. And, you know, NBC, he's not necessarily your typical main eventer. He's not going to play you the cleanest. He's not going to show the most respect. But he's going to show a dominant side as NBC now. Oh, wait a minute. He used back-to-back reversals. NBC may be feeling a little comfortable in that scenario right this moment as a running axe handle. He nearly decapitated Ratluck there. 2 finishers in hand for the Superstar Champion, and you know he wants to put Ratluck away quick here tonight. He does not want to see the threat of Ratluck present itself in the form of a potential Money in the Bank cash-in. NBC, just be a little careful there. You saw you like walked kind of and then went back into a grapple. Because next time if you do it, I am going to have to give him a free move. So that is an example of clean grappling, which NBC elected to do right there. Grabbing Ratluck, another variation of a suplex from the ropes. You have to wonder how long NBC will retain the rights of Brock Lesnar in 2K17, the cover athlete who year to year has typically been a very good character. Well, not so much this year. You can't say it for sure, but Brock Lesnar only going to have 3 reversals in WWE 2K17. Of course, this is all part of what was implemented at the start of this game in the new reversal system where there is a limitation placed on reversals. This is to prevent constant reversing. I would argue that it probably, at times, can result in matches ending quicker, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It still actually results, though, in some matches going even longer, people going to the outside to salvage up reversals. Right now, Ratluck stocking them up. He's on 3 NBC. Yeah, it's a free move. Well, NBC isn't going to win any fans over with that. Ratluck's going to get 1 free grapple, not 3. It's only 3 if you do a move that is against the EIF rules on the banned move section. So he only gets 1 here. Suplex is his choice. NBC is still in green, and this match will continue. Pin combo for arrogance. NBC, I don't know that he'll try to kick out. NBC can get a DQ win. Even if Ratluck would have cashed in there, that would have actually resulted in a DQ win. Of course, if Ratluck does decide to cash in mid-match, he must play with the rules that are set at that current match. If Ratluck were to cash in following the match, he can make his own stipulation, but here he cannot change it into something like a win off anything or first finisher or anything like that. He does have to play along with the rules. Now, if there were a finisher count going, and let's just say for the hypotheticals out there, this way I leave no questions unanswered. If, say, it was a 3-3 finisher count, Ratluck then cashes in Money in the Bank. Technically, it's a new match, and so it would be a 1-0 finisher count. So there are a lot of hidden policies within the Money in the Bank. Nonetheless, it is still an absolutely great opportunity. By the way, NBC, since I began that explanation, has went out of green bar. In fact, he's got less than half a yellow bar, and so that's stalling NBC's precautious, meditative moves have resulted in some negatives here. Ratluck and NBC both at 4 reversals. Scratch that. NBC down to 3. Ratluck will match him off a reversal. And Ratluck might be able to keep the offense, and he did. Ratluck knows Chris Jericho's moveset very well. He has had Jericho for some time. NBC, dude, all right, he's not groggy. You're fine, but dude, you got to be careful, man. By the way, NBC with 3 finishers. Will we see one here? Yes, we will. It is the Brock Lock, the Kimura. And he's going to look to break the arm of Ratluck in a non-title match. He's going to look to prevent a Money in the Bank situation. 1-0 finisher count for the champion. Can he tap Ratluck out? And the answer is no, for now at least. NBC, oh, that took a lot out of the champ. That took a lot out of the champion. Well, it is a 1-0 finisher count, as we said. Ratluck nearly submitting in this non-title contest as it stands. NBC getting to his feet. Ratluck. Kick to the midsection. DD. Oh, I think that might have been a mid-move reversal. It was. He's out, and NBC is outside the ring now. Wow, Ratluck got dangerously close, and Ratluck knew exactly what to do. Go for the drop kick, because that is the safest move Ratluck could have went for, because it's the quickest on Jericho's moveset. Typically does get him offense quite a few times. NBC does get that taunt in. That is his first of 5. I don't believe Ratluck's done any taunts, so I believe it's just a 1-0 taunt count. Will Ratluck allow clean entry? We will find out. He does not, but it is a new breed of superstars. Ratluck probably smart here. Remember, guys, victory votes. We talked about NBC's Match of the Year candidate. It's not fair to not include Ratluck's in there, because Ratluck and Headshot Killer. Wait a minute. Ratluck now has the upper hand. Baseball slide dropkick. NBC slowly, steadily gaining that reversal back. Ratluck going to throw him in the ring. And now kick to the side of the head. Does Ratluck have the stamina? He's going to. NBC, smart move there, though. His first ring escape. I'll tell you what, for a guy who's only been in EIF for a year, the main event rule NBC has taken on has not been by way of fluke. But going back to that Match of the Year candidate I was discussing with Ratluck and Headshot Killer. Headshot Killer did not give Ratluck clean entry, and I think Ratluck's remembered that as just kind of what this generation is. The NBC's, ASP's, Nexus headshots of the new era, this new era that presented itself here in 2K16, of these guys that are really pushing the envelope for the main eventers like Ratluck to prove that they no longer have a solidified spot at the top of the pecking order in EIF. NBC is one of many of those new superstars, those new breed of superstars that have resulted in requiring guys like Ratluck, even Hybrid, Deathlock, to challenge themselves to make sure they understand they still have to compete at a top-ranked level. And there were years past where that wasn't always the case, and the guys were sort of just given those presumptive roles and never really had to work too hard for it. But Ratluck now, oh, wait a minute, he took too long. Thought Ratluck was thinking Lion Tamer. He would have been called on that. Enziguri connects. And Ratluck, did he go for the finisher? I don't think he did. Or did he? I don't know. Did you? No? All right. I don't know why. I wasn't looking. I thought you had 2 finishers. I mean, I was obviously looking at the screen, but either way, NBC was probably faked out there. Ratluck was taking some time. That was a smart move from Ratluck, who was since then clotheslined to the outside. Official With a count of 4 here, Ratlick can lose by ring out count. He grabbed the baseball bat earlier. He's going to grab the steel chair now. Official at the count of 6. Oh, Ratlick not running in yet. Now he does. NBC with a big jab to the ribs. Jawbreaker reversal for Ratlick. And Ratlick sizing NBC up in a finisher reversal for NBC. And now Suplex City. Or no, a German suplex, but still. And NBC with his second taunt. NBC knows that was a big gun that Ratlick just pulled the trigger on. And he missed the shot. Now NBC locked and loaded with 3 finishers, still just a 1-0 finisher count. And NBC doing the right thing now to recuperate, get some time. He might have been able to give Ratlick the offense there, I thought, for a second, but no. Single leg takedown connects for the Hollywood movie star. Ratlick watches NBC using a ground strike, and then Ratlick running at him with an enziguri. It is a time where many people tell you not to use the reversals. Those ground strikes typically are a 50-50 when you use them. There's a good chance that your opponent is still going to keep his offense. And there's not going to be a rule put in place for that because that is a subjective choice to use the reversal when they do. Elbow drop from Ratlick connects to the champion, who has just regained his second reversal. Ratlick on to his third. Couple of stomps to the face and a little bit of stomping on the floor. Make it 2. 2 taunts per superstar. There's been a mix of pacing in this match, but it has been an entertaining match. Ratlick with a DDT to NBC Master. Stomp on the legs. And now NBC with a reversal. Clubbing blow to the back of Ratlick and then a stomp to follow. Running axe handle, and I think Ratlick used a reversal. NBC got stuck in motion. Oh, my apologies. Well, we'll still count as him using a reversal, but Ratlick heavily favored in terms of reversals. We mentioned reversals. Ratlick about to get his 4th, and he's going to try and get NBC to use it. NBC didn't. Ratlick, remember, Ratlick can't cash in right now, but he does have the Lion Tamer locked in to tie the finisher count at 1 apiece, and he's going to look to tap out the Superstardom champion and send a message to him, and he does just that. NBC Master submits to Ratlick. It was not for the title, but if anything, it is a precautionary warning from Ratlick to the champion, and you have to wonder now, if you're NBC, you don't want to hit the panic button just yet, but this guy doesn't need to worry about cashing in the middle of a match anymore because Ratlick just proved. Yes. And so Ratlick in suspense. Ratlick in suspense, but elects not to cash in. And so Ratlick, who has been Mr. Money in the Bank since August the 13th of this past summer, will continue to hold that briefcase. When will he cash in? Well, I don't know if it's a matter of if. I think it's only a matter of when. Well, NBC, we can confirm this much. Because there are no more Superstardom matches, unless Ratlick elects, no more Superstardom matches until Bonafide Fights, that is, unless Ratlick were to elect to cash in randomly in the midst of a night, which I doubt he would do, NBC will walk in to Bonafide Fights, at the time a 49-day champion, 7 weeks long, and he will put it on the line against the winner of the Jetstar and Greedy one-on-one match that will take place earlier that evening. But that is going to do it for us here tonight on Superstardom and here for the show of Superstardom on WWE 2K16. What a great Superstardom we've had on 2K16. We've had so many great things happen on this brand. Superstardom continuing to prove that maybe this is the A brand. I don't know. Maybe it is. Since the Xbox One turn, it has certainly opened the eyes of many and sprouted the careers of many. NBC is one of those people. But either way, guys, that's it for Superstardom. Extreme Distortion wraps up its 2016 tour on 2K16, we should say, with the final ED airing tomorrow night, a little bit later than this, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. We might be able to get you a couple of matches broadcasted there, as you saw that match with no lag. So I have no idea what's going on, but either way, we were here. I'm glad we got the broadcast for you guys, and if you haven't gotten the chance to do so already, make sure you follow us right here at Twitch, because this Saturday, it's going to be our final overall event for EIF on WWE 2K16. It is a super card, and it is known as Bonafide Fights. The 5th annual Bonafide Fights has a card stacked like none other before it. You do not want to miss it. Pay-per-view start time is at 9 p.m. Eastern, so don't miss that. Also, make sure you head over to our YouTube channel if you missed any EIF content. We've got hundreds of hours in our video library on EIF Archive. That is EIFARCHIVE. And why don't you roll over to our website, leaguelineup.com/EIF lives. All the links are provided for you below here on our Twitch page. But as I said, that is going to do it tonight, and that is going to do it for Superstardom shows on WWE 2K16. We might see you tomorrow night, and if we don't, I assure you we will be here Saturday, October 1st for the Swan Song of EIF on 2K16 prior to moving over to 2K17. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of Monday Night Raw, and good night, everybody.